Hilfiger. Star Report Friday night. I am your host, Troy Terrain from New Jersey, okay? I'm a little silly tonight, folks, because I saw a great movie. Cocaine Bear. Not because I did coke back in the 80s, but it's a stupid movie based on a true story. In case you don't know, a bear back in 1985 overdosed here in the state of Georgia off of some cocaine that fell out of a plane. And it's a great film. It's goofy, it's stupid, and there's a park ranger. She shoots a nigga in the back of the head. Pow! The bear's fucking people up. Now, I don't know if the bear really, devoured people and ripped people apart in real life. 175-pound black bear, got into the cocaine and overdosed. But in the movie that's in theaters right now, the bear goes on a rampage. Let's talk about it. If you have not seen it, I strongly urge you, go to the theater. If you want the free movie website, send me a donation. I'll try. I mean, that's steering. I have to be careful. No less than $20. And I'll send you a link. You will laugh. You will laugh as I'm still laughing. All right. Also, the decline of black Major League Baseball players. Is there another sports aficionado who can call in? I want you to talk. Tell us why. What happened? I'm not going back into history. I'm not. Why is there less than 10, maybe 9% of black, African American or whatever you consider yourselves these days in Major League Baseball? Does it have anything to do with the HBCUs? The scouts, the bag is not big enough. There's not enough shine fast enough. I loved baseball growing up. I mean, I kind of lost track over the years, and I lost track of hockey as well. I was more so into hockey and football. But I was very, very, conscious of baseball coming up. Willie Mays, the Say Hey kid. Rod Carew is probably one of my favorite baseball players, but he was, what was he, like Panamanian or something? I forget. And others. Hank Aaron, of course, Lou Brock. There's so many that really stood out in my mind, but why don't black, athletes want to play baseball? All right, call in, let's talk about it. Also, folks, you know me, I'm a flip-flopper. I'm Puerto Rican tonight. Puerto Rico, oh! Is there another Puerto Rican that can call in and talk about the Puerto Rican national baseball team? Are they playing tonight? I watched a little clip of somebody who hit a infield home run. They beat the Dominican baseball team. Are you up to speed? Okay, hold on a second. So that's my show tonight. A very loose and sloppy show it will be. The decline of black baseball players. Why? What happened? Is it because of black women? Can we put it on black women tonight, troll babies? Can we blame black women as we do? Huh? Do black women not want to wait as, black men go through the it's a couple of years. You got to go to the minors sometimes. It's not like the NBA. You just, and now I'm going into the draft. No, you've got to put in work. Is it too much work? Why is there less than 10%? Or is it less than 9%? I forget. I got a couple of notes here. I'm not fully in the loop. Is it not appealing enough? Does it have anything to do with the black colleges? Somewhere I heard, I could be wrong, I heard that black colleges are more supportive of football players and basketball players. Any truth to that? Any truth to that, huh? Hold on a second. And, my Instagram page. Let me just, hold on before I do too much. Instagram. there's a new promo on my Instagram page for S97. Now, you know, shot97.com is where the platform, is shot97.com, but the brand is S97. We put up a brand new promo on my Instagram page today. It's in the community section. If you get a chance, check it out. And we have 3 more of those. They're called sweepers, coming next week with different animations and things of that nature, okay? All right. Hang on a second. Let me get myself situated here. I got a nice little buzz off the wine early for anybody who gives a damn. Nat, got your donation. Baseball is my favorite sport. Nat, call in. Call in. I want to hear from somebody who knows what happened to black baseball players. How did they just fade away? John Blaze, I got your email. Okay, I can't read that right now. So, Major League Baseball has a diversity problem, experts say. You know, I'm so old, I remember when Jose Feliciano, I think it was 1968 or 69, he performed at one of the World Series for was it Detroit Tigers? Anybody know? And he did a nice little Latin, rendition. And they were offended. The white racist nation, that we are, they were offended. Was it 1968 or 69? Jose Feliciano. And they started to pull his music off of radio stations nationwide. Did you guys know this? Jose Chico, don't be discouraged. That was one of his hits. And Feliz Navidad. Okay, anyway. So that's my showrunner, and I want to promote some sponsors. And guys, tonight, tomorrow, the banner reel will be changed. If you're a sponsor and you want to re-up, please reach out so we can, get that banner reworked, okay? All right, let's go to a couple of calls here. It's Friday night. Good evening, Cocaine Bear, the movie, did you see it? Main topic tonight, 517. Yes, no, if not, I gotta go.
Yo, today, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Tim Anderson. There's still black baseball players, but with this star, it's like hockey now. It takes money. And I live in the town I live in. My son played baseball. My son's a freshman in college.
Okay.
It takes money and investment to go to the tournaments, to travel, to invest. There's so many black athletes that, crazy athletic that can play baseball, but the support's not there, and it breaks my heart.
Why does it take money? I mean, I've never known baseball to require any real funding. I mean, is it more funding than basketball or football? I would assume, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a safer sport to play. You're not open to injuries like football. Now you got turf toe and fucked, right?
Right, but the difference is in football, it's more like community. You play for one team, but in baseball, if you're in a thing, you have to join a travel team. You have to join a travel organization.
ACL, pardon me, ACL. But what was I thinking? I'm sorry, you were saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm saying even in saying 9, 10, 10U, 12U, 13U, 14U baseball, that's thousands of dollars for your kids to join a travel league to play against better competition. It's the same, and the funding's not there. We did that with our kid, but it only goes so far. You have to have funding to do that. It's like hockey. You know what I'm saying? You grew up in New Jersey. You know hockey plays. You have to have money for travel teams and travel hockey. You got to have that money.
Well, my parents did pretty good. I mean, I wasn't poor, so yeah, so they could afford the equipment, the sticks and skates and all that stuff. But hang on a second. I mean, what money for baseball bats? What? I still don't get it.
Start a baseball bat nowadays. One baseball bat is $600. The cleats is $200. this, that, and third, and that's not even joining the league. It's thousands of dollars to get your kid to be in competitive baseball. And unfortunately, like I said, we've been through it. Me and my wife been through it, supported our son. And then a lot of kids just can't keep up. Like, kids got talent, they just don't have the money.
I hear you, man, but at the same time, we're looking at Dominicans and Puerto Ricans who have literally taken over baseball, and they come from developing.
For sure.
Hang on, they come from developing nations. They can't afford that goddamn equipment. So I mean, I'm confused here. How can young black kids from the inner cities who can afford it? Oh, and they do get those goddamn Jordans, the exclusives, $250. They can afford that. I don't know if I accept that, man. I mean, respectfully, I don't know if I accept that as the answer that it's expensive. Anything else you want to put on the table? Maybe it's just something about long term. What? Come on.
Absolutely. Here's my counter to that stuff. Every Major League Baseball team, like I said, I'm from Michigan. They're from Michigan. The Detroit Tigers and every other Major League Baseball team, they have leagues down in those third world countries. They have programs in those third world countries to get them young boys to come up to the leagues. That's the difference. They don't invest in their own communities. They go to them third world countries to get them cats that kick.
Nate, I need you to get up to speed. They're called developing nations. That's an old derogatory term. Come on, you know that, man.
Well, nigga, I'm old.
I'm older than you, but they're called developing nations. Come on.
Developing nations, but it's a fact though. Every Major League Baseball team in the Major League Baseball had these camps for young boys. They poaching these boys from them countries that you talking about. That's the difference. They don't invest in America no more. Mm-hmm. And you have some guys that want to say we're gonna go back to Chicago and Detroit, invest in inner city youth, but no, the money's down there. Them cats that kick stones around and kick rocks around, you know what I'm saying, with no shoes and shit. That's the reality of it. It right now it takes a lot of money, just like hockey. That's why you don't see a lot of brothers in hockey. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time and investment to push that through to the next level. Same as baseball.
All right, now hang on a second. How old are you? I forget, because you and I have spoke before, and you give great insight on certain things. How old are you again?
I'll be 46 this summer, bro. 46.
Okay. And,
I've been around.
And how many sons do you have? Because you said you've been through this with your wife and your sons. How many sons do you have?
Absolutely. Me and my wife have one son. He's a freshman at University of Michigan.
Okay, and
Go Blue.
And he's playing sports now?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not playing sports now. You know what I'm saying? He runs track, but he's a walk-on student. He got his shit out the mud. But the baseball, he was a baseball player until the fact that when you got these other kids that investments from Major League Investments, again, they have so much money, and these kids, they're down there poaching 12, 11-year-old boys in these undeveloped countries.
All right, now hang on a second, Nat. I want to focus on you, with all due respect, and your son.
Absolutely.
And your son. So you could not get the money to finance your son, as you said. He's a baseball player in his heart of hearts. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This could be the uppercut. You could not find the money, get the money up to invest in your son to play a sport that has no salary cap, right? No salary cap.
You done?
I'm asking a question. No salary cap last time I checked, right? Baseball?
Those are guaranteed. Baseball is one of the only sports with guaranteed major league contracts. You sign that deal, you're getting that money.
You still did not hear what I said. No salary cap in baseball, right?
Right. No. But it depends. Let me answer your question. My son, we invested. No, me and my wife, we invested. My son played travel teams for years. The thing was, my son he fell out of love with baseball. He fell out of love with that, but the support was there. We paid. Okay. But I'm saying we was fortunate enough to have to pay them.
I'm gonna Google that because respectfully, you're not telling me what I'm asking. Let me see. Troll babies, does baseball have a salary cap? That's the goddamn question. Does it have a salary cap? Yes or no?
They have guaranteed contracts. They have guaranteed.
That's not what I asked you, Nat.
You can-
Nat, please, that's not what I asked you. Do they not have a salary cap?
Man, listen, don't give me the lion. I can't answer that.
Then just say you don't. Hang on. New York Times. Major League Baseball is the only one of the major North American professional sports leagues without a hard salary cap. Nat, thank you, man. Good night. Thank you. It doesn't have a salary cap. Is it? Troll babies, am I wrong? Is that not worth investing in your kid? And who's texting me? Call in. Okay, call in. Left-handed. Peace. Tell me something. God damn. Give him a second. I'm trying to talk baseball here. Okay, Deeds says, in reality, the bear ingested the cocaine and died, but they made the movie into a comedy. Yes, thank you, Deeds. Yeah. So the bear didn't kill anybody in real life. Folks, Cocaine Bear, the movie, I highly recommend it. You will laugh as I did. Peace, left-handed. Are you there?
Peace. Who is that dude that was on the line just now?
He's a donator, but I couldn't get the answer to the question.
Man,
does it or
is
does it
going
not
on?
have a salary cap? Go ahead, left-handed. Where do you want to start, man?
First of all, if you're paying $600 for a bat, you need to get clobbered in the head with it. First of all. Second of all, baseball is not exactly a salary cap. It's called a competitive balance tax.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is you get a sum of money that you can spend on your roster, right? And if you go over that salary cap, over that budget that you can spend on your team,
okay,
you have to pay what it's called a competitive balance tax, which actually helps the other teams. So, for example, you have the Yankees who always, go over.
Right.
So they would end up paying a team, giving money to a team like the Milwaukee Brewers.
Nice.
To help them with their salary situation. That's as simple as I can explain it to you.
Yeah.
It's called a luxury tax.
Luxury tax.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In lieu of a salary cap. But
Okay.
why? How did all of a sudden baseball get to be expensive like hockey? I don't understand.
I've never heard
And
of
if you
that.
and let me say this, my guy,
Take your
because I'm
time.
listening to this. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, come on, man. Like, for real, if you and these are and no disrespect to nobody who wants their kid out there looking good
Right.
and having all the fly gloves and the fly bats and nothing. But if your kid can't hit and your kid can't catch, you wasting money. Straight like that.
Right.
Because you got these kids in Colombia, Venezuela. We watching it now. The World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, Japan, China. These kids in these countries who are not as fortunate as the United States, they out there getting cardboard boxes.
Right.
Get baseball gloves out of them. Don't play with me.
Right.
Baseball is my favorite. Baseball. We can talk about it.
Okay, now hang on a second. Hold on, left-handed, because
Come on, yo.
this question came to me, just because of the Puerto Rican national baseball team that beat the Dominican baseball team. I think was it 2 days ago? In infield home run.
I watched it last night. I
Puerto
was watching the
Rico.
game last night. They beat the Dominicans last night.
Yeah.
And in the celebration, Edwin Diaz tore up his knee in the celebration.
Right.
He played for the Mets. He's out for the year.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But, yeah, man. So, for me, I'm a baseball dude, Star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From when I was little. We would get, and I know you probably know what
I used to be.
we would get
I
spray
used
paint,
to be.
spray the box on the wall. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we would spray an X on the box on the wall, get a baseball bat that we find somewhere, some tennis balls, and get busy.
Oh, okay.
Right? You could, you would find ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, how did it get so expensive like hockey? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My father bought me a Johnny Bench batter
All
up.
over the place.
My father bought me a Johnny Bench batter up from Toys R Us. I'm in the backyard. I'm sipping Kool-Aid in practice. What the fuck? Expensive.
Yeah, man. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I don't understand, yo.
Okay,
I would
so-
like to even have a conversation
Okay,
with Money, man. I
he's-
don't get it.
No, he spends money. Okay, so hold on a second. Two questions. So the Puerto Rican national baseball team, are they playing tonight or no?
I'm not sure if they're because I'm watching March Madness, man, and
Okay.
I'm not sure if they're playing tonight, but they played last night and they beat the Dominican Republic last night, and that was Francisco Lindor that hit the inside the park home run.
Yeah. Is there any way you can?
Okay.
Well, I'll Google to see. Or Troll Babies, are they playing tonight? I thought they were playing tonight in Miami. I could
Okay.
be wrong. But now my question: why the decline of black baseball players in the major leagues? Why?
In my personal opinion, I think that basketball and football is it's more enlightening, or these kids want to be more involved with that than baseball. Because the thing is, baseball is boring. You know what I mean? And they don't want to play that sport. It takes too long. But I tell people all the time, and shout out and I know you don't do shout outs. Respect to my man Sammy B from Jungle Brothers. His people out there, they playing baseball in Little League because he realizes and knows baseball is a sport where you get paid.
Okay.
Baseball
If
is where you get the
I'm
money.
not mistaken, hang on. If I'm not mistaken, they're playing Mexico tonight. Puerto Rico
Okay.
versus Mexico. It might be tomorrow, but I thought it was tonight. So now hang on a second. This kind of somewhat sort of bothers me, but you would know better than me. I
Right.
have not kept up, but I remember this was such a big goddamn whoop-de-doo. Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, who white people loved Willie Mays, But if everything that, Josh Gibson went through and black baseball
Right.
players
Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige to then be less than 10 or 9% now in baseball. They had the Negro leagues. They had their own league.
Right.
league.
Yep.
Sister Shahrazad
Right.
Ali came on the Star and Buckwild show. She educated me and everybody else about how the Jackie Robinson joining Major League Baseball was a bad thing for the Negro leagues because that started the decline of not just black baseball players, but black vendors. The black vendors that were at the games, the black businesses. It was deep. It was deep. And then there was a guy that came on my show, Troll Baby said, what was the guy? Was it Buck O'Neil came on the Star and
Buck
Buckwild?
O'Neil. Buck O'Neil.
Wait. He came on the Star and Buckwild show. I grilled him about what Sister Shahrazad Ali taught me. That old nigga got mad at me and damn near walked off the show.
May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace.
I don't know about that, but okay, I'm going to Google. Go ahead while you're talking. Go ahead. Let me Google, man.
Yeah,
Buck O'Neil.
Puerto Rico does play Mexico tonight in the quarterfinals, man. Yeah, man. So it's deep, man. And again, I want to learn more about that. Absolutely. So again, it's not as expensive as people would make it out to be, unless you're trying to get into these travel leagues and elite leagues. And then if that's the case, you wouldn't really worry about how much it costs, because your son and whoever is that good. So I don't know, man. So I play Little League baseball myself, and again, we practice by ourselves or with our team or whatever, but we didn't have $200 and $300 bats, but we made it happen, and I'm nice. So again, that's what that is, man. But I just wanted to tap in, man.
No, sir. Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm right here.
Hang
All
on.
right.
Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm about to put something
you.
in the live chat. I found it. Buck O'Neil came on the Star and Buckwild show. Kids, I've been going viral. That old nigga was mad at me, and because we were calling Jackie Robinson a race traitor. Hold on a second. Let me put this in the goddamn live chat. Peace to the queen, Sister Shahrazad Ali. We sitting there on the Storm and Buckwild show, and she broke it down and then sent me some notes. Hang on, I'm gonna put this in the live chat. Yeah, I got the base. He gave me a baseball. I threw that shit in my office on the floor.
Oh, man.
Fuck out of here. Hold on a second. Oh, it made NBC Sports. Hold on, everybody. Let me put this in the live chat, man. I said Jackie Robinson was a traitor, race traitor. He got so hot you could have fried an egg on top of his head. I just put it in the live chat. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me just ask you this question. So who dominates Major League Baseball now? Because I don't watch like I used to. Is it the Dominicans, Cubans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans? Who dominates? I haven't had time to Google.
I mean, when you look at it, it's kind of spread all over the place, man, because if you really want to look at it right now, it's a guy from Japan. Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani.
No. I'm talking about in terms of the percentage who dominates Major League Baseball, because there have been Japanese baseball players that come in, but they don't like do what people expect them to do. Even though they love baseball, the Yankees had some guy and he was a fucking dud. But good, you were saying, go ahead.
Well, we'll have that conversation later, but I disagree. But the Latino players, man, you know, that's on all that umbrella. The Latino players definitely dominate, absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that there was any, if I'm not mistaken, any Black American ball players in the World Series last year.
I need a breakdown, whether it's Dominicans, Cubans, Colombians, troll babies, anybody want to call in? Who dominates Major League Baseball? Who dominates? Okay. All right, left-hander, have you seen Cocaine Bear, the movie?
No, I have not.
I'm recommending that film tonight, man. Just awesome goofy shit, man.
Yo, could I say one thing before I slide?
Come on, man, please.
Listen, down in Sports Talk, man.
Yeah.
Tuesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. We're doing a late show tonight, 1 o'clock a.m. It's going down. Myself, Yada Bear. We got a couple of guests coming in. We're going to talk about the March Madness thing that's going on and get everybody caught up. So that's what we're doing, man. Rock out with us, Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, down in Sports Talk. We appreciate the love. Hey,
yes, sir.
Star, man, I appreciate you, man.
Salute, man. I appreciate you, too. Thank you for calling in. Peace.
No doubt.
Okay, hold on a second, goddamn. I need baseball aficionados. Who dominates baseball? That's my question now. Left-handed didn't know, respectfully. NBC Sports, I just put this in the live chat. What year did this come out? 2013. Kids, I've been going viral. This ain't nothing new to me. I try not to go viral now. You know, I get quiet money's the best money, but on Buck O'Neil and Jackie Robinson, again, NBC Sports. I just put it in the live chat. Let me read this to you. When we arrived at the building in New York that day, there were a couple of security guards sitting behind a desk and looking at a wall of little monitors. One of them recognized Buck O'Neil, the baseball player from the Negro League, and asked, "What are you doing here, Mr. O'Neil?" Buck O'Neil explained that he was there to do a show called Star and Something or Other. The man's face fell. Star and Buck Wild, he asked. Yeah, said Bob Kendrick, now president of the National League's Baseball Museum. And then the security guard supposedly said, "Please don't do that show, Mr. O'Neil." That's cap. That's cap. I was syndicated into 10 markets, highest ratings, beating Howard Stern. This is cap. This is after he came on the show, and I questioned the old nigga. Now, I think he was in his 90s at the time, and maybe that's why they took offense that me, you know, a younger man, would dare say that Jackie Robinson was a sellout. But in my opinion, he was. Who gives a fuck about Negroes joining the white man's major leagues? You had your own. You had the Negro Leagues. Why am I yelling? Hold on a second. Mike, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Star, did you ever get the ribs? And baseball is born. Yes, I did get the ribs. Oh, man. I thought I finished that story. You know, after I gave that guy his cart back. You know, he's looking all weird. Oh, and he had on Crocs, I think. I grabbed my cart and then went to my car, loaded up my stuff, and I sat in my car for like 5 minutes, you know, just to let off some steam. Then I went back and got my ribs. Yeah, man, but thank you. I was wrong. Sir Shy, got your donation started. Did you see De La Soul on Fallon, R.I.P.? No, I did not see it. I don't watch Jimmy Fallon. I wouldn't even click on Jimmy Fallon on fucking YouTube. Fuck out of here. Okay, Sir Shy, someone asked me that question before. Star, were you cool with Dante Ross? I said, yes. Dante and I go back to the 80s. Westbeth, you know, and the Village and all those guys. They were my friends, good friends. I remember Dante when he started working at Tommy Boy, okay, before he became A&R rep at Elektra. A lot of history there. We used to hang at CBGB's. Great guy, Dante Ross, okay? Sir Shy, more black men in baseball. New York Yankees will win. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's no salary cap. Why would you not want to go play baseball? Why would you think that football is a better goddamn option? You get banged up in football, you're finished. Micah got your other donation. Bring back Police Athletics League. Okay. If you say so, sir. Area code 415. Good evening. Cocaine Bear, the movie, in theaters now. Are you up to speed? 415. Give them a second. Maybe they've got me on speaker, headset or something.
Yeah. John Blaze.
John Blaze, good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start, sir? I got your email.
First, I want to know who was that nigga that called in and said there was no salary cap in baseball.
Now,
that was weird to me.
No, he didn't know. He didn't know.
My 12-year-old.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, well, just to let him know, there's never been a salary cap in Major League Baseball.
Right.
To be honest with you.
That's what I thought.
I'm a fan of baseball. I love Ricky Henderson. You know, I know that I love Derek Jeter,
right.
But the top nigga now in baseball is Aaron Judge of the Yankees. I thought niggas should be calling in from over there in the East Coast talking about Aaron Judge. That nigga fucking, I'm sorry, excuse my language.
No. Fuck the algorithm. No, John Blaze, fuck the algorithm tonight. It's Friday. Let's go, my nigga. These niggas are dick riding LeBron James, but they don't know shit about baseball. Come on. Fuck that algorithm, man. Let's go.
They call in and want to celebrate a goddamn nigga. They want to call in and celebrate these niggas on the basketball court. But before we go ahead and talk about why they don't want no American nigga in baseball, they prefer to outsource you Negroes to the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Okay, because that's where the best baseball player is. You know, me personally, I got a 12-year-old son that plays baseball, and he's out there balling out of control over in Berkeley. I was surprised. I wanted that little nigga to play basketball. But in fact, his thing was baseball, and he's watching that game right now.
Okay.
That's playing Puerto Rico and Mexico down in my goddamn living room. Hey, what's funny about you Negroes want to call in and talk about LeBron James, but you forget about the big three, which involves baseball.
Right. Because
we forgot about Mike Trout down in Southern Cal, okay? So you want to go ahead and talk about who the best player right now is Aaron Judge. His home run.
I'm gonna Google
last
him.
Year, I believe Google him and Google his baseball that was sold for I believe $12 million.
Damn.
Okay, 12 million. I think it was $12 million last year. But then you Negroes want to call in and celebrate these niggas on the basketball court. They don't want you Negroes in baseball because of John Morant and the examples of the Negroes who smoke coke and want to be in the club posting these goddamn guns. Baseball don't want that, unfortunately. And that's what I'm trying to bring to your attention. Okay. What they do want is the old school Satchel Paige.
Okay.
They want a Derek Jeter. They want a Reggie Jackson, okay? They want a Ricky Henderson, okay? They want somebody who is not in the headlines. The only time they're in the headlines is somebody like Tony Gwynn of San Diego. I believe he broke some goddamn records. But when you talk about black baseball players, they don't want you no more because of based off where we're at culturally. They don't want the headache. They want to go ahead and have somebody who was the Tiger Woods and the company man, such as a Derek Jeter. I mean, you look at the history of baseball, you Negroes should have been dominating based off the fact that you was a bloodline of Satchel Paige,
So I thought.
greatest pitcher of all time.
Right.
Okay? You want to go, you don't even know who the fuck Satchel Paige is, but you want to go ahead and talk about you FBA and you deserve reparations. You don't deserve a goddamn thing because you didn't know anything about Satchel Paige, who was known for the ability to make up boisterous proclamations before naming his goddamn pit.
I'll even bring it closer. Hang on a second, John Blaze. I'll bring it closer. Yeah, most of the young people today probably never heard of Reggie Jackson or Dave Winfield. Never heard of them.
Man, you know what?
But they dick ride AI, Allen Iverson, the crossover, ringless ass niggas. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny you brought about Dave Winfield.
Winfield.
Who did Dave Winfield play for? He was a New York Yankee. Am I correct?
Facts.
Am I correct?
Facts.
Dave Winfield is one of your greatest Yankees. Walk them halls over in the Yankee Stadium, and who do you see? You will see Dave Winfield. You will see Reggie Jackson. You will see Derek Jeter. These are some niggas that you don't even know of, but you do know of some cowardice-ass nigga named LeBron James who could bounce a basketball. Matter of fact, my son's cleats cost me, I think, roughly almost $300. I think
Okay.
it's about some Jordan cleats he wanted to floss out there. I didn't have to purchase no bat because his school over there in Berkeley, he plays for a high school team. So all that other stuff, he wanted his own mitt. So I went ahead and bought him a mitt. That cost me, it was a Wilson's mitt.
Yeah.
It cost me about $300. I think I paid about $600. I think
Yeah.
I paid about, including gas, to get him at the game.
Them boys in Santo Domingo,
Oh,
Dominican Republic, are playing with fucking cardboard mitts and
Hey,
make it to the
you
goddamn baseball.
My nigga Star, you threw the nigga a curveball. My nigga Star, you threw the nigga a curveball
Come
to
on.
bring to his attention. Them niggas in Dominican Republic have to go ahead and create their own goddamn baseball and create a glove out of
Right.
plastic.
Yeah.
How the fuck they gonna get their goddamn cleats? You think they're going into Walmart
Right.
or a particular shoe store to go and pick up some cleats in Dominican Republic?
Right,
And
right.
you niggas, when you gonna call in talking about, well, I can't afford to put my son on a baseball field, but it's easy enough for you niggas to put your son on a basketball field because there's a basketball court in Rutgers. There's a basketball field in Oakland. You'll find a basketball everywhere you can find it.
Yeah.
But you want to go ahead and say, well, I can only afford the ball itself. Well, the ball's gonna cost you about $20. You are some broke, illegitimate ass niggas who want to call in and profess that you can't afford to put your son on a baseball field to represent.
Well, hang on, John Blaze. I don't want to go at Nat. He's spends money. Nate, good guy, but I'm
Respect
asking.
to Nat.
Yeah, respect him. But I'm just trying to figure out why
I just got heated,
the
man.
decline. But go ahead and finish up, man, please.
Well, I'm going to finish up because the decline is based off economics. The decline is based on where we're at in terms of economics when it deals with a black family.
Okay.
The black family, unfortunately, is not going to be able to be in a position to go ahead and take them their actual son to participate in the off-season games, in the preparation on
Okay.
how you can go ahead and go to these active camps. That's where I take my son. I take the camps over the summer. I take him to the camps to where he want to go ahead and improve his swinging and things like that.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it deals with economics. But John Blaze is not going to hold up any more of your time.
Thank you, man.
Salute to the nigga Star, and I'm out.
Thank you, man. So, okay. John Blaze tapping in. Cocaine Bear movie review. Now in theaters. Has anybody seen this movie? Yo. Movie's crazy. Got kids talking about coke. What? The bears chasing the goddamn EMS truck. It's just a stupid movie. If you find time, watch it. And you'll laugh. You'll say, what am I doing watching this dumb shit? Hold on a second, guys. Okay, I mentioned the new S97 promo on my IG page. Also, in the community section of the Star Report, I put up a post about the 177 mini DV, mini DVs that I had digitized onto an external hard drive. And I started looking at some of that stuff again today. Oh, wow, I forgot about so much stuff. About so much stuff. And I'm glad I filmed a lot of things. I'll keep you posted. There's no rush. I have to go up to New York to talk business, as I said. And I will then decide what I'm doing, okay? Troy, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. He says they're initially weeding out black Americans from the MLB. They're also working on this same thing in the NBA. Says who, Troy? Do you want to call in? Can you give me your source? I think that's bullshit, respectfully. They wanted black people in baseball, so much to the point where they destroyed the Negro Leagues. And again, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, man. Doesn't the fact that there's no salary cap, doesn't that appeal to a younger black person or family? Oh, they're trying to weed them out. Damn, it's always the white man's fault. Always the white. Blame Whitey. I'm just asking. I'm trying to be objective. There's got to be something that is just not appealing to young black men today. Are their girlfriends in their ears? You should play basketball, huh? Because trying not to go balls deep on black women is because women, not black women, just the women want to sit courtside. They want to be up on the gram as they're courtside, But you can't do that in Major League Baseball. You have to sit in the stands like everybody else, and you have to focus on the game. And today's people, they can't focus. Their attention spans are shorter. I don't believe that, just blaming white people. They're trying to come on, man, stop it. Asa got your donation. Yeah, Asa, I don't want to repeat that, but yeah, the kids and the coke, that was crazy. That was crazy. Folks, if you have not seen the new film Cocaine Bear, it's based on a true story. In 1985, a drug smuggler drops a shipment of cocaine from his plane. He attempts to parachute out with a drug-filled duffel bag, but knocks himself unconscious on the doorframe, causing him to fall to his death. So a black bear, 175 pounds, discovers the cocaine, starts eating some of it, and has an overdose. I still don't know if the bear actually killed anybody. Hold on a second in real life. Okay, Deed says no, says the bear didn't kill anybody in real life. So they added all this. Okay, Skylar Saunders, where are you, sir? Moving kind of slow here. Where's 302? Skylar Saunders, good evening, man. Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start?
Good evening. I want to promote,
Please.
but I want to just float an idea
Come on.
about the baseball situation.
Come on.
It is similar to the music industry, similar to the advent of hip hop.
Okay.
How the schools didn't pay for the instruments, didn't pay for the time it took to practice, and it led to the literal children taking a new way of musicality and applying it to their own way of dancing, beatboxing, scratching, rapping, and of the like. So that's what happened with baseball. Baseball, like you were explaining, it had the Negro Leagues. Yeah, and it's the same thing with the bands. You have Chic, you have the Fatback Band, you have Sly and the Family Stone,
Mm-hmm.
and so many others. so many others. It's the same thing. They had you had actual black men and women in bands, and you had them take those musical skills and apply them elsewhere.
Okay.
So that's what happens with baseball. It went to football and basketball mainly.
All right, stay with me. I like what you've presented because, yes, baseball is a more longer, drawn-out sport. I'm not using the word boring. It's a mental game as well. It's a mental game, but basketball is more of a quick fix. You made a correlation to hip-hop and sampling as opposed to actually learning how to play an instrument, putting the effort in, learning what a diminished chord is from an augmented chord. It's, that's that old shit. I just want to get a drum machine and, get my shit out fast. Yes, that's what you're saying, somewhat sort of? Okay. But I just, and again, I'm just asking, I could be wrong, but there just seems to be so many opportunities in baseball. I think did Magic Johnson purchase part of the Dodgers, or was he trying to?
I think the Dodgers, yes. And
Yeah.
when they won in 2020, I believe. And also, I was going to say, I grew up with King Griffey. I grew up with Barry Bonds.
Right.
I grew up with these black men that really were putting it down.
Right.
They were all stars. They had King Griffey had a great sneaker deal. He probably had one of the best sneaker deals in the game. So I mean, if that wasn't attractive to young men to pick up a bat, I mean that is probably nothing more. And I was going to say, it's not too late. If Ice Cube can make a Big Three league, there can be another type of league for the MLB. They can have another Negro league if they wanted.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
Skyler, respectfully, I think it's too late.
Right.
It's less than 9% now.
Right.
In Major League Baseball.
Right.
I haven't even checked the numbers. So I heard that 2 years ago. Someone else would know better than me what the actual percentage is of African Americans playing baseball. I think it's too late. And I'm going to point to black communities in a sense. I have no proof, but there's something there that is just not, getting behind an effort, a push. But go ahead and finish up, please.
No, I was going to say. Well, I was finishing up on this point. Now I'm going to, if you allow me to promote. But,
Absolutely, please.
I was going to say. I keep thinking about that metaphor of baseball and music. I think it's similar to rock and roll and jazz.
Makes sense to me.
Superstars.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
You had Miles Davis. You had so many all these Thelonious Monk, Bird, and it's the same thing. It's like you pick up an instrument, you pick up a bat, you pick up a hockey stick. There's hardly any black people in the NHL, much less ever a true star, a true leading presence on the ice.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
It just gets mad. All right. So I want to promote a little bit.
Please go ahead.
I have a story called the Homes of the Drones, and here are the 5 points. A top officer from UK and an American general tangle over the prospect of bombing the Kremlin. The two of them trade barbs and questions concerning the specifics of an attack on Moscow. The chief air marshal argue and talk over each other until the president of the United States, a black woman, straightens out both of them. There is a question whether U.S. and U.K. drones will bomb Russia.
Okay. So now,
you just go to my Instagram and you can find it right there.
Do you want
on
me
the stories
to
and in the reel?
Do you want me to post that with your new banner tomorrow morning in the community section?
Oh no, thank you. Just the Instagram, Instagram runner.
Okay,
be fine.
Okay, cool. Hey man, thanks for tapping in. Thank you so much, Skyler.
Absolutely, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, Skyler Saunders. Somebody's on hold. Is it area code 773? I think. 773. You sent in a donation?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay, Star?
Yeah, can you hold on 1 second? I want to get a couple of cash apps, and I'll come back and give you the floor, okay?
No worries. Yep.
Okay, all right. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to make sure I get the right. Okay, Asa, I got your donation. Thank you. Andre, got your donation. Are you tapping in or just sending in a donation? Thank you for your support, okay? Jade? Jade-I? You're up next. Sit tight if I said your name right. J-A-Y, J-Die, okay? Sit tight. Right now, let's bring in area code 773. Good evening. We're talking about a few things. It's a little reckless tonight. Cocaine Bear, the movie. Did you see it? Can we start?
No, I didn't see it yet. I'll check it out tonight.
Okay, you want to talk about baseball? The decline of black baseball players?
Hey. Yep. Hey, I think the thing with baseball, especially in our community, is...
Sir, you're on a speakerphone. It sounds like you're really far away, the speakerphone. Can you come closer?
Yeah, I'll make corrections.
Give me a second, folks.
What about now? Sorry,
Much better. Go ahead, so you were saying? Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. So I think with the lack of talent in Major League Baseball has to do with, again, follow me, it's going to do with our single parent household situation.
Okay.
Again, so I'm 45. My dad, he got out of high school in the 70s. His dad loved my grandfather loved baseball, loved the Negro Leagues and all that stuff.
Right.
Again, I was lucky to have my dad in my life, so I'm growing up watching baseball. And again, I'm 45, so I'm in that same era. But my counterparts who didn't have daddy in the house, right? Majority of cats I went to high school with, they're not watching baseball because they're not with their black dad. That's just, hey, I'm just making a guess.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? But
Good point.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Yeah, but that's what I saw. And then there's one more caveat to that. Well, actually, two, because women really ain't into baseball. Black women ain't into baseball like that. So therefore, if their sons are living in the house with mama, you're not gonna be on baseball like that.
Right.
And then the last point, hey, I grew up during the Jordan era, and Jordan took America's breath. You know what I'm saying? Jordan made the NBA what it was. So you got NBA number one, football number two. That's how I kind of felt that baseball fell a little bit to the wayside in our community.
Right.
That makes sense?
Well, can I respond to what you just said? What you said makes a lot of sense, because I watched baseball with my father. I learned about players from the Negro League through my father, and then, he always wanted me to go get books, to read so that I wouldn't be asking him a lot of questions. I mean, he was a very nice man to me, never hit me, but at the same time, he was very stern and saying, hey, you need to go on and get your book, go learn about this, rather than sitting here and just asking me questions, disturbing his peace. So I had to read about Josh Gibson and these other people, the Negro Leagues and the team. So you're right. You're right. The rise or the decline of the black family mothers and fathers, I think that may have something to do with it, And let me just say this also. Maybe I'm going somewhere else with this, but, I was bothered by Kevin Durant's mother being all up in the goddamn camera when he won with the Warriors. You know? Damn,
Hey, Stark,
that goddamn.
Can I get in here?
Yeah, but let me just finish. All that goddamn talking. Why are you talking? Your son won. Get off the court. Why are you doing interviews? Your son won.
Hey,
go ahead.
Stark,
Go ahead.
She grabbed him. No, you 100% right, and barely anybody notices except for real. I don't know what you call us, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I noticed it. He basically emasculated this dude at the highest point in his career, in his professional career. She grabbed him by the face and called him baby with a goddamn international camera right in front of her.
Right.
She emasculated him. Yeah. 100%, man.
Up there looking like Shirley Murdoch. Sit your big ass down. Let that man do the talking. I'm wilding. Go ahead.
All right, Star. No, hey, thank you. Love the show.
Thank you,
Peace,
man.
I'm gonna let you
Yes,
go.
sir. Peace. Okay. That man made a lot of sense. A lot of sense. The fall of the black family and no father being in the home. You don't watch baseball with your father. You grow up with your mama. You sitting there watching baseball and she said, ain't nobody got time for that. Go on and play basketball so I can sit courtside and get my shine on. Area code 323, good evening. We're talking about Cocaine Bear, the movie. Did you see it? Phenomenal film.
Big,
323.
big niggas.
Yes, sir, right here.
What up with it, man? Yeah, that Cocaine Bear. I saw it, man. That shit ain't. Don't. I'm surprised you even talking about it, man.
Sir, it's Friday.
Hey.
I'm with the bullshit. It was so goddamn crazy and goofy. The goddamn park ranger. The park ranger. Remember she shot the nigga in the back of the head. Pow!
Pow!
You see that?
Hey, you saw that? Bro,
Go ahead.
and then the bear going everywhere, mauling everybody he come in contact with.
Ripping off legs
I'm
and
thinking
shit.
to myself, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is an old boy that was in a tree. The bear climbed the tree like it was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm cool. If y'all ain't seen it, it's a spoiler alert, but I'm cool on that, man. I was in San Diego when I seen it because I was on the road.
Okay.
It was only $13.
Right.
You know, when you go to LA, they gonna charge you like $27, $30 for them
Ooh.
tickets. I'm glad I was in San Diego.
Wow.
Man, that movie was a trip, bro. But look, the baseball chip, man.
Let's go.
It's honestly, let me tell you,
Come on.
I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm originally from Chicago. I'm in LA right now doing
Right.
my shit.
Okay.
Excuse my language, but I'm a Yankee fan. And people out here can't believe that I'm a Yankee fan. My girl, her daddy a Dodger fan. Her granddaddy a Dodger fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think he like 83. But homeboy that was on the line made a good point about the fathers, man.
Great
because
point.
I didn't have my father in my life, though, but I gravitated towards baseball once I came out here in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And what it seems to me is that baseball is actually the Ferrari when it comes down to sports. And you can say golf is the Bentley. Everything else, as far as like basketball, football is like the Lexus, basketball is like the Benz.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because, Star, you got these dudes that's getting guaranteed money. I don't know if you remember Prince Fielder from Texas, the Rangers.
Not
Blew
really.
out his knee.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he blew out his knee. I think his daddy played baseball too, but he was a power hitter.
Okay.
And he was kind of like on the back.
Yes.
He was kind of like on the back end of his career,
Mm-hmm.
but he blew out his knee on a swing at the plate. And he had like damn near $75-80 million left on his contract
Mm-hmm.
with 2-3 years left. Everything guaranteed, bro. So when it comes down to baseball, I say it's more of it's the Ferrari because you got guys that's making money, this huge amount of money, and some of these dudes don't even play like the relief pitchers. You got pitchers that's making $5-6 million,
Mm-hmm.
and they're probably on the mound 2-3 times out of the week.
Right.
Probably not even 2-3 times. Probably twice a week.
Right.
They probably see the mound. So
Right.
and it's another thing is it's old school. You got to respect the MLB because they keeping their old school. Like the NBA, they want to try to keep up with the Instagram and they want to keep up with the times. Baseball
Right.
is fine.
Yeah.
They fine where they at. They like, man, if it ain't broke, we ain't even about to try to fix it.
Right.
So if
Right.
it ain't broke, the worst you can say about the game of baseball, because it's such a beautiful sport, the only thing you can say about the baseball game is that it's too slow. That's the thing that everybody complains about. So now they try to implement the little twist.
That's what I love about it. Hang on, let me jump in. That's what I love about it. It slows down the pace. You know, and you know, if when I'm dating a woman, she has to be into what I'm into as well. I'll meet her halfway on some things. It doesn't just have to be my way. I'll meet her halfway on some things. If she wants to go out, go shopping, I'll go with her. I'm not tricking, buying every goddamn thing, but I make that effort. You know what I'm saying? So with baseball, if you can't get into baseball, at least slow it down. Sit down and watch 4 innings with me. If you can't do that, bitch, kick rocks. Fuck out of here. You're on some other shit. You just, you can't stifle yourself, to vibe with me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off,
Go ahead.
sir, but
Go ahead.
another thing, somebody else said on the show as far as the Dominicans. You talking about guys from Dominican, Venezuela,
Right.
Puerto Rico. These baseball players that come from nothing. So when you're asking a guy to hit the field that's coming from the Dominican Republic, when you talk about a Juan Soto that's in San Diego, a Julio Rodriguez that's in Seattle, or you can name a couple pitchers that's also in the league that's just dominating the sport. These guys come from nothing, bro. And it's sad because at one point, Mike Trout, as a white boy, yeah, he was the Michael Jordan of the league, but the dude can't stay on the field, and that becomes problematic for teams like the Angels. That's why the Angels got a new owner now that's coming in.
Okay.
And if you ask me, he's ready to get rid of him and what's his name, Oshanti, or the Japanese, because if you're not winning and we're paying you half a billion, and you can barely stay on the field, I might as well just go get that money to one of these Dominicans because they cut from the dirt.
I haven't kept up, to be honest with you. I have not kept up with baseball in the last decade. So the people you're making reference to, I'm learning, but I still enjoy the game. I just don't move like that right now. But from time to time, I do get tickets, or I'll even buy some. And matter of fact, I saw the Braves last year. I saw the Braves when they won the World Series, and I was fortunate enough to take a young lady. She was in her late 30s. She enjoyed the game. A black girl. We had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it's a beautiful sport too. Like you say, you can take your time with it. If you got a pops that's into baseball, he can take his son there. It's great quality moments in the game of baseball. But it's moving moving at its own pace.
Yeah.
Baseball's not moving in a certain direction like these other sports, and they sticking to their guns, and they don't care what anybody says about it. It's just like an old man. These men that grew up back in the 20s and the way it was back then, baseball is sticking to that. We not changing none. No, you guys keep your LeBrons, you can keep your Tom Brady and all that. But as long as the Dominicans and these guys is coming from the third world country playing at these high levels, and the guys that I named too are, let me just say this, the guys that I named, like the Julio Rodriguez and the Juan Soto, I mean, you can Google these guys, but these are young up-and-coming stars that's in the MLB, and these guys are hungry too.
Nice.
And so it's their game is a little different.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate the call and your donation. Salute.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. I'm coming to PayPal. Sit tight. Cocaine Bear. I recommend this film. You will laugh. It's a stupid movie. It's stupid. Based on a true story from 1985. Here in the state of Georgia, a bear found some keys of coke, ingested a couple of grams. Hold on a second. And the bear went ape shit in the movie. Hold on a second. Okay, folks, please don't send me a paragraph to read right now. If you want to call in or just send a donation, a quick sentence or two, cool. But I can't do a paragraph right now. Who are you, Eugene? I can't read that right now. I'm sipping wine. Delete. The real Rico Mercado. Brittany is Rory's cocaine polar bear. # New York drill. Okay. Brock got your donation. F cocaine bear. Okay. Hey, man. Okay. Thank you for the donation. I enjoyed it. Drew Who got your donation. My favorite movie growing up is Bingo Long. Ooh, wasn't that called Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars? Hold on a second. 1974 or 75? Hold on a second. Bingo. Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings. 1976. I was wrong. Richard Pryor. Billy D. Williams, James Earl Jones, Stan Shaw. I always liked him as an actor. Is he still alive? Hold on a second. He's still alive. Salute to him. Stan Shaw. I'm going back for those of you younger kids who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. But thank you for your donation, Drew Who. Wow, Bengal Long, right? Is it Nitch? Hi, Nitch. She says Satchel Paige. Yeah. Let's go to area code 609. Good evening, Cocaine Bear. In theaters right now. Are you up to speed? 609.
Yeah, Star, I haven't wasted any brain cells on that movie. I'm sorry, my man.
So what should my title?
I do want to comment. I'm sorry.
What should my title be tonight? Why don't black people play baseball anymore? Should that be my title?
Yeah, well, you could probably change it to that, but I do want to comment on that.
Go ahead.
So actually, a couple of callers stole my thunder already
Okay.
when it comes to the dynamics of the black family and not going out to the ballpark, because that's what it used to be. The day at the ballpark used to be a family get together. You know, I've taken my daughters to baseball games. My brother's 7 years my senior. I used to go with him and my uncle to baseball games. I live in the Bronx, New York, so I'm a huge Yankee fan. But another thing that I think people are also missing is, especially with the rise, like the other caller said, of the Jordan era, it's easier. The path to basketball is easier than baseball, because in baseball, even if you're a phenom, you still have to grind it out in the minor leagues.
Right.
Very rarely are you going to go from high school to baseball.
Right.
You're going to either do 4 years in college,
Right.
or you're going to go to AA, or you're going to go to AAA.
Right.
And you got to grind it out there, and you're, a young man playing with career minor leaguers that have been, doing this for years and years to come, and some people just flame out.
Yeah.
It's just not like going, from basketball from high school straight to the league. Even though you have the one and done rule now, and you got the NIL deals and everything now, it's a much easier path to play baseball. I'm sorry, excuse me, to play basketball
Yeah.
than it is to play baseball. And I think also, with the lack of the parks and things like that in the urban community and, industrial stuff, baseball just isn't that appealing, I believe, to black SBAs anymore. But another thing that people...
Well, hang on a second. If I can just throw this in there and, correct me if I'm wrong, because I have not kept up with baseball over the years. I've already said that. One of the other reasons why I have a lot of respect for Deion Sanders, I tried to hate on him so much, but
one of the greatest athletes ever.
Such a knowledgeable guy, and he played baseball and football along with Bo Jackson. They both played football and baseball. So
Correct.
Deion Sanders, man, is just the truth all around. I had to finally just give it up to that black son of a bitch, but go ahead.
Another thing is a lot of these baseball organizations are also putting facilities in Central America too.
Okay.
So it's an easy pipeline right now.
I didn't know that.
So
I didn't know that.
with the lack of African Americans or FBAs, whatever you want to call them,
Right.
They're investing in Latin America. They're putting facilities there. And yeah, these guys don't mind grinding it out through the minor leagues because it's way better than the life that they're living right now.
Right.
Right. And listen, Jose Contreras, who plays for the Yankees, this man was on a raft from Cuba trying to get to Florida to play baseball.
Right.
So they will do whatever they have to do to get to the major leagues, or even if they don't, they'll just, stay in America and live off, taxpayers' dollars. But that's another story for another day.
Well, hang on a second. You sound like a knowledgeable man. Let me ask you this. Now, I definitely don't know. Do you know what the pensions look like in baseball versus basketball and football? Is there a standard? Is there anything that is more appealing in another sport in terms of a pension?
Well, I don't know about the pensions, but I'll tell you this. I don't know if you know who Bobby Bonilla is.
Of course.
But Bobby Bonilla was a big-time free agent.
Whoa. Sir, slow down.
And if I can ask you a question.
Sir, I need you to listen first. Hang on. Bobby Bonilla, okay? Drained the New York Mets, and he's still getting paid last time I checked from the New York Mets. He didn't get the job done with the Mets. He went to the Florida Marlins and got himself a ring, yes?
Right.
Come on.
The Mets still owe him money.
That's what I
every
said.
July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day.
That's what I said. They're
And
still
I believe
paying
he
him.
gets about $1.7 million, and he's going to get that until he's 72 years old. So the guaranteed money in baseball, what they do is they will stretch that thing out over the long haul, and to them, nickel and dime you until you retire, or until they, you take the forever dirt nap, So, I mean, that's another thing there. I wonder if I could just go left for 1 second, Star.
Not too far left, but go ahead.
No, because somebody said something about basketball and how they're also looking to replace blacks and like the FBAs in basketball. I
don't even want to waste time with that. I want to stay on baseball. I'm so sick of the LeBron James discussion. I don't want to go basketball. I don't.
Nobody cares about LeBron James.
Yeah, I don't. But thank you, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you. Okay. Hang on a second. Does anybody have knowledge about baseball pensions? O.J. Simpson gets $25,000 a month for his NFL pension. Did you guys know this? I remember they were trying to take his pension. The Goldman family. O.J. Simpson reportedly receives money from pensions through the Screen Actors Guild and the NFL. Simpson receives an estimated $25,000 a month per payout from the NFL pension fund. O.J. gets 25 racks a month. That's how he's still playing golf and sitting around in restaurants, talking that fly shit. Mike, I got your donation. Well, Michael Jordan tried to play baseball. It didn't happen. Didn't he play in the minors? I don't think he made it to the White Sox. I could be wrong. He was horrible at baseball, but he tried. Give him credit. Thank you for your donation. Rondell. A black manager won the World Series, Dusty Baker. Okay, yeah. Why such a decline? Jamala got your donation. Winfield caught a killing bird with a foul ball. Okay. Newt, 8282. $600 bat. Sorry, son. Reparations check hasn't cleared. I let Nat say that. I've never heard of that. A baseball bat, 600? That's what he said. I just said, okay, but I don't have biological kids, so I don't know. Okay, Janet says, hey, Star, I'm not calling in. The Major League Baseball lack of black players is one of several factors, but the primary reason is the lack of opportunities for black players. Tides has documented a number of issues affecting black players in MLB, including wage disparity, access to resources and facilities, and recruitment and retention issues. Let me click on the link. Janet, this says tbonesbaseball.com. Okay, is this a legitimate source? Okay, it's long as hell. I can't read all of that. I don't know, Janet. I mean, I respect your research, but I don't accept that. Let's go to area code 917. Good evening. Peace. Cocaine Bear in theaters right now. Are you up to speed?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, man.
What's cracking, man?
That Cocaine Bear is crazy. But I didn't tune in. I was more on the baseball factor as far as I think it's more of like marketing, and it's just not like I remember when I was growing up, you had popular black baseball players like Ken Griffey. What was the other guy? Even though he wound up getting caught with steroids later on, but you had a lot like Darryl Strawberries. You know, like there were big name black baseball stars, and there's none of that no more. It's more, it's like Spanish predominant running the sport, which is, you know,
Hispanics who speak Spanish. Let's
in the hood.
be precise. Hispanics speak Spanish.
Hispanics, right.
Go ahead.
So I think it's more of a market, not saying that they're not marketing it purposely, but that's just how it is. And you got like basketball, it's such a popular sport, it's more relatable to the urban. It's like, you know, basketball players and rappers are like damn near the same almost, you know what I'm saying? And it's more appealing to them. It's a faster pace.
Okay.
Baseball is very, very, very old school, and I heard somebody else say that they stick in their ways, and it's that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing that they stand stuck in their ways like that, man. That's a dying breed right there, if you ask me. The MLB. That's why they're trying to implicate new rules and certain things to try to keep up with the Joneses, because we live in a generation where the mindset and attention span is very short. So all that old shit, excuse my language, is going to die eventually.
Can I ask, how old are you, sir?
You're looking like.
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay.
I'm 39.
I got news for you, sir. I got news for you. It's not a dying breed. There's no salary cap in baseball. And those Cuban, Dominican, Japanese, and Puerto Rican boys are coming here getting the big bank. Baseball is America's favorite pastime. They will always have baseball in America. They will always find a way.
Right.
Always find a way to advertise it, sponsor it, to ensure that it never goes away. It's not a dying breed, sir.
So,
but now, hang on a second. You're 39. With all due respect, with all due respect, what type of car do you drive?
Right now, I currently don't drive.
Okay. If you had $200,000 cash, what type of Benz would you buy? I'm going to profile you, marginalize you. What type of Benz would you buy?
I'd probably get a Tesla, man.
Oh, a Tesla. And you would get that because you're trying to appeal to a certain type of bitch, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck a bitch.
In general.
Fuck a bitch. Why are you chasing a bitch? I'm not laughing. I'm as serious as colon cancer. Fuck a bitch. Can you say fuck a bitch right now?
Yeah, fuck a bitch all day.
Fuck any bitch I'm talking to. Ho. Fuck any bitch I'm talking to right now. Fuck any bitch I'm texting with. It's about me. Fuck a bitch. Fuck a bitch. Fuck a Benz. I mean, I've had all that shit. I got classic cars in upstate New York in a fucking garage. Muscle cars, mint condition. Fuck a bitch. Why? Why is it about a bitch? If you get a certain amount of money, you got to get some jewels and tools for a bitch. Baseball ain't going nowhere. It's not a dying breed. And with all due respect, you're not even 40, and you're thinking about styling and profiling for a bitch. I'll let you finish up.
Let me just ask you a quick question, curveball. Do you think they care whether black people start playing baseball? Like, not saying they don't play at all.
Say again.
Like,
say
They
again.
even care?
Say again.
Do you think that MLB even cares to cater to the urban community because they have such a Hispanic culture coming in, and that's heavy? They probably don't even care whether black people.
Why are you thinking about what Whitey thinks? You can either play the game or you can't. That's all it comes down to.
The question was about black people though, specifically. I'm not saying Whitey or anything. I'm talking about
fuck what black people think.
General.
So can you play the game or not? Fuck who thinks what. You're thinking about a bitch, with all due respect. I'm not. Nothing.
No, me neither.
Nothing has ever stopped me in life, ever. I'll let you finish up.
I mean, yeah, I'm cool. I just was chiming in on that subject, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
don't think MLB cares about whether because they have such a Hispanic culture going on, and they, like you said, they're gonna get the bag regardless.
Okay.
They don't care whether black people grow up wanting to be the next big thing in baseball.
Okay, it's everybody else's fault. Thank you, sir. Thank you. They don't care. Unless I misunderstood him. Jesus Christ. Fuck what a bitch wants. These bitches out here getting all sorts of fucking butt injections, collagen, shit in their fucking face. The ROI on a bitch has really gone down. Can I get an amen if you know what I'm talking about, if you even care? All types of females, not just black ones. At some point, they got to start taking that shit out of their ass, getting a breast reduction. Look at Black China. Look at K. Michelle. Yeah, I'm getting rid of these butt injections. Okay, now who wants you? Your ass is all scarred the fuck up. You got scar tissue under your breasts. Your face is fucked. You got to put on, even more makeup now to cover up the shit that was pulled back. Big IKEA got your PayPal. Thank you. Flip82 got your PayPal. Bussy Nation, I got your PayPal. The Bompton Crip, I got your PayPal. T, I got your PayPal. Sit tight on the phones, guys. There's my PayPal information on the screen if you want to make a donation. And hit the like button. Deeds, are you in the live chat? I know Deeds is saying hit the like button. Thank you, Deeds. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that I'm promoting EstelleBooks.com. We're having a good discussion here. It's more about baseball, but goddamn Cocaine Bear. I recommend it. Just have yourself a good time. This weekend, if you don't feel like going to the theater, contact me via email, and I'll send you a link. Okay, are you calling back in? Nat, where are you? What's your number? He says, you let left-handed get at you. No, I didn't let him get at you. He spoke, and I told him to slow it down. Yes, call in. What number, Nat? What number? Nat, what number are you? Hold on a second. He says, let me get back. Okay, yeah, call back, man. The niggas worried about this. Hold on, I'm looking for Nat. What area codes? You check your email. Joel got your donation. Which one, Joel? Newt 8282. Irvin deserves an Oscar to be in that bear suit. Kevin got your donation. Good evening, Star. Send me the free movie link. Okay, can you send me an email? Hold on a second. Hold on. Where's my email address? Hold on. Okay. I can't guarantee you that I'll send an illegal link, but just play along, all right? It's right there on the screen. I'm looking for Nat. Nat, what area code are you calling in from, man? Where's Nat? Frank White, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Jake DeGreat, 561. Nat, I don't know your number. Can you email me your number, please, if you're on the line?
Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? Jake DeGreat, good to hear from you. What's cracking, man?
Phil Figure nigga, what's happening, man?
Hey,
what's
man.
going on, man? Hey, ain't nobody going out to go watch no goddamn Cocaine Bear. That's a damn shame that they can't come up with no damn good movies. Like, when I seen the commercial for that, I'm like, I know they can't be serious. I had to put the joint out and rub my eyes to make sure I was Cocaine Bear. Oh, man.
It's based on a true story. Hang on.
Right
It's
now.
based on a true story from 1985. I enjoyed the film.
Man, it could have been. It could have been based on a true story, man. There's so much stuff going on. Who wants to watch a bear fall into a kilo and go crazy. That's the dumbest
Me?
I've ever heard in my life.
Me? But go ahead.
So I caught on to the show late. I be driving, so I missed out. I can't call in when I'm driving, but I'm here in Tampa, Florida.
Salute.
And I hear some FBAs talking about the baseball. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Baseball is boring as hell.
Okay.
They should have kept those niggas on steroids. When it was on steroids, I watched. Before Sammy Sosa turned himself white, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire.
Sosa, 66.
Baseball was on fire.
Right.
Yeah, they should have kept them boys on steroids, and more people would have been watching. But as far as baseball not letting niggas play baseball, man, stop that, bro. Niggas been playing baseball. The only reason niggas stop is because the bitches don't go to the baseball game.
Facts.
And niggas steady stunned for the bitches.
Facts.
So if no bitches come, they don't come.
Right.
My homeboy played baseball in high school, and none of the hoes gave him no play. He had to stop playing baseball because he couldn't get no play.
Couldn't get
You
the
know,
hose. Ain't that something?
I would encourage all you FBAs, get your kids out of these little league football games and take them to them damn baseball camps. They giving out that bag. Them Dominican niggas are making that grip on that baseball. We losing out, man.
No salary caps.
Hey,
no salary caps.
No salary cap.
Come on.
A-Rod's still wiping his butt with hundreds, man.
Ooh.
Wiping his butt with hundreds. And niggas are going into the NFL 3 years and you're out of there begging these people for a pension. Boy, listen, man.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky I didn't get a chance to call in the other day about y'all talking about the reparations, bowing down to the damn devil y'all hate so much to get some goddamn checks. Man, y'all stupid. You think that damn devil's going to give you money and not get nothing in return? Yeah, he going to give you $5 million, then you're going to pay about $10,000 for a carton of eggs. Man, get up out of here, Star. Hey, man, every time before I say something crazy.
Hey, man, thank you for your donation, man. Salute. Salute.
Yeah, man. All
yes,
day,
sir.
Man. Be safe.
Jake the Great. Okay. Where is Nat? Nat, where are you, man? Joe Pilot got your donation. Major League pension, 10 years, and you get it when you're 62. Okay. Do you know the numbers? Oh, shit. Aaron tapping in. Good evening, Aaron. Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? Thank you for your donation.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Cocaine Bear, man. Did you see it?
Is that your autobiography?
Loved
That's
it.
The story of your life.
Loved it. You need to go see it. Enjoy yourself. Don't be such a
Yeah, I know
prude. Check it out.
I know, yeah, I saw that. I saw that it's actually based on a true story.
Yeah.
And random movies like that are movies that do well. It's a different concept.
I enjoyed it.
I
found
as
it.
long as they're not some strong female lead or some LGBT centered person in there. It's the movie industry has gotten so bad with all of like the push to wokeism that we have to go to Cocaine Bear to actually make it did pretty well in the budget, from the budget to the box office. I saw it did pretty well.
Hey, I got the numbers right here.
So yeah, so it did pretty well, better than The Woman King, right?
I didn't do the comparisons. I do know that The Woman King didn't win. They didn't win an Oscar, did it? Somebody was upset about that, but
well, I mean, all the Oscars are now based on like affirmative action and stuff. You remember they protested that, so.
I don't know where.
I
don't know where you were, but I went on a tirade saying that what is her name? The black chick. Oh God, I'm forgetting her name. She had the attitude. She was mad at Jamie Lee Curtis. What's the black chick's name? She was mad at Jamie.
Oh, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Well, Angela Bassett.
Hang on. I almost blew a gasket. That episode is going to be on the Patreon page. 16 NAACP awards. Jamie Lee Curtis is from goddamn Hollywood royalty. She deserved an Oscar. You know, what were you supposed to give Angela Bassett a goddamn Oscar for Wakanda Forever? Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Well, I got to be honest, right? I love bashing on the culture, but Angela Bassett is a much better actress than Jamie Lee Curtis is, right? Like, Angela Bassett, from the beginning, I think she went to Yale or something like that. She went to Ivy League school. Well, she's just a better actress. And then I saw that Jamie Lee Curtis actually dedicated the Oscar to like her transgender kid or something like that.
Exactly. It's Holly weird. You know, she's written over a dozen children books. But my thing is this, and I hate to go backwards. At least applaud her. She just sat there and didn't even applaud. It's Hollywood. You know what it is. Don't give me that sister girl bullshit. Applaud her. But listen, man, I don't want to stay on that. That's an old topic. We're talking about baseball and Cocaine Bear. That's the topic tonight.
So I actually just looked up the numbers. Cocaine Bear has done $70 million on box office. It's only been out for not even a month yet, and it's already gaining to Woman King. It's actually the Woman King game. It's already gained on Woman King. Right. So, this will probably beat it before it's said and done. It's gaining. Woman King did $94 million, and 67 of that was in America. Right. And Cocaine Bear has not even been out a month, so I think it'll beat that. I think it'll beat the Homie Tribe. But to go to baseball, it's just plain and simple. I mean, lighter skinned people are just better at sports. Like that's just like it really. You know, there was a time where. Whether it was baseball or football, there was a time where, you know, like people who were darker, and when I say lighter, I don't mean white. Well, even if I look at most of the pitchers in the MLB, they're going to be mostly white. They're going to be like mostly white pitchers. I think Clayton Kershaw is like one of the best pitchers out there. He's white. But nobody's talking about like the best MLB player is Aaron Judge, and he's mixed. So nobody's talking about that. Like Aaron Judge is very good in terms of, you know, like hitting.
Yeah, somebody actually mentioned him earlier, but hold on a second. Nat, where are you? I'm looking for you in the queue. I don't know your number. Nat, you said you wanted to respond to left-handed. You have to send me an email and say, Star, I'm on the line. This is my area code. Go ahead, Aaron. You were saying what? Go ahead.
Yeah, the idea, sports is it's funny because it seems like everywhere black people now it's discrimination, or now there's something systematic. Yeah. No, there's not systematic. These people are just better at sports than you are. That's just what it is. This is a meritocracy. And another thing.
Well, now, hang on a second. I don't agree with that. I think that the black athletes were actually better at baseball. You yourself are a light-skinned black man. You're FBA, yes. But you stand up. But now you stand up for the Caucasians, which is a little confusing at times. But I want you to to hang on. I want you to respond to that. You're FBA, and we've heard you ride for FBA. But now you're saying that the white or lighter athletes are better. Please clarify this.
No, I would not say that the white athletes are better. When it comes to pitching, something like pitching. There's white. I'm looking at the results. I can be FBA. I can be light skinned, but I can't be a liar. The results are the results. And if some people were better at sports, they would be better at sports. The idea that it's systematic oppression or whatever, I don't believe that at all. What I see in all sports, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, I see white people and I see mixed people coming up more in those sports. So, for example, with the slam dunk contest, the white guy.
Okay.
When I look at
hang on one second, Aaron. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. I have to ask you this because you have gone on record and you've said that white people, and correct me if I'm wrong, were more intelligent. Did you not, or did I misunderstand you? You spoke about where they migrated from and the Caucasians being more intelligent, because I was talking about IQs that show, and I was asking about Asians and things like that. You say you're proud FBA, and you can be FBA, but you can't be a liar. But didn't you say that Caucasians were smarter than blacks?
I said on average they score higher on IQ tests. That's a fact.
That would mean smarter.
Hang on,
Aaron. Aaron, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to put screws in you.
Yeah.
So that would mean smarter, more intelligent.
It can, in terms of science and mathematics, it can be, but there's other things that make up intelligence as well.
I just wanted to be clear on that. You have the floor, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just like when it comes to IQ, Asians score higher than whites. This is like a well-known fact. This isn't something I'm making. You've read the bell curve. You have the bell curve book.
I've read it, but I don't necessarily agree with it.
So this this is just something. I mean, but even if it's something that you don't agree with on the bell curve, it's clearly demonstrated in SAT and ACT scores as well. Even if you throw IQ out the window, when you look at SAT scores, ACT scores, things like that, the demographics still make that up. I do think that races of people are different. I mean, why is it like people can acknowledge this when it comes to athletics, but we're not acknowledging this when it comes to other things?
Can you do me a favor? Because I forget which race, and race is a social construct, has the highest IQ. You said what? You said...
It's Asians. It's Asians.
Okay. I'm double checking. It's been a while. Okay. Okay. Continue. Go ahead. I'm just reading whilst you're talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think that race is more. I think there's more differences than socialization. You may not agree with that, but this is the thing is everybody. There's certain people who can admit that certain races are better at sports, that certain races are faster than other races. Why is it when it comes to intelligence, is that something that we throw out the window? That's just a question.
I'm listening. I'm reading something. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. That's the only thing that I'm saying. But when it comes to baseball, the people who are performing are still, I mean, they're just better at the sport.
And
do you agree or disagree?
I'm sorry. I was reading something. I was just checking some of my notes here. I'm still not necessarily understanding what you said about Caucasians being quote unquote smarter.
I said they do better on IQ tests collectively.
And
that does not mean. That does not mean that there aren't black people who are smarter than white people, but I'm talking about on average.
Okay, well, never mind the average for a second. Are you familiar with?
Is that a fact or is that not a fact?
Hang on, I'm having a good conversation. Are you and you went to college? I did not. Are you familiar with Christoph Meiners? Christoph?
No.
Meiners. Can you Google whilst we're
no.
talking? I'm looking for Nat. Can you Google? CHRISTOPH, Christoph Meiners, MEINERS, German philosopher.
Okay. Christoph Meiners.
German philosopher.
Okay.
I read about him back in the 80s. He believed that the black race was ugly and the white race was beautiful. Christoph Meiners.
Well, he's German, so he's biased to begin with.
Well, you're talking about IQs and who generally scores higher. I'm just asking, man.
I didn't say IQs had anything to do with beauty.
Okay. Okay. Let's
I didn't say IQs had anything to do with beauty.
Okay. I'm not just asking. All right. So let's finish up. And I don't see Nat. Nat, I don't see you, man. I was looking for your number. I don't know what happened, but Major League Baseball. Do you watch baseball, Aaron?
No, it's boring.
It's boring. Yeah. Well, you're of the young.
I watched it when the Royals played, but outside of that, no.
Right. You're of the younger generation. It's always going to be the American standard. Baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie.
But also another thing that could explain it is that there's a lot of people who would play baseball, but they go to the NFL instead.
Yeah. I spoke about that earlier.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people who are good at baseball. From what I remember, Michael Vick, I was looking this up the other day about how good Michael Vick was when he played baseball and how he just decided to focus on the NFL.
Well, Kansas City.
People that.
Kansas City, you guys had one of the greatest black baseball players, yes?
the Negro leagues. We have all the Negro leagues.
No. In more modern times, you have one of the greatest black baseball players played on the Royals. Yes.
Who are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Satchel Paige. You're talking about somebody else, but
no.
Who are you talking about?
Aaron, if you don't know, I'm gonna. Yeah. Aaron, if you don't know, I'm gonna hang up on you.
No, I don't know who you're talking about. You gotta tell me.
Aaron, good night. Good night.
Hello,
Aaron. Good night. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I thought you were talking about Satchel Paige, George Brett. Who are you talking about?
Kansas City Royals. You're from Kansas City. You don't know who played on the Royals? One of the greatest?
I do know who played on the Royals. Who are you? Bo Jackson?
Good night. He Googled. Oh, my God. I just hung up on Aaron. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, my goodness. Guys on the screen, one of my sponsors. Check them out on YouTube, all right? At 845-Inch Network. I say again, 845-Inch Network. Terrence, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. I think baseball is a vehicle for money laundering. You're high on camel shit, sir, but thank you. John Blaze sends it a donation. Salute to the great Satchel Paige. Okay. 2.48 ERA. Okay. Thank you. Kevin, I got your donation. Kevin, make sure you send me that email with regards to your question, all right? Joel, I don't see your email. I'll look again. Maybe I missed it. I'll look again. Give me a second. Is this Joel? Why baseball don't? Is this you? Who is Sherman? Sherman, did you send in an email, a donation? Who are you? Who the fuck is Sherman? Frank, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Is it Jacinda? Braves fan here in Cherokee County. Thank you for your donation. I saw the Braves last year. Had a great time. Levon got your donation. Levon, where's your donation? Send me a screenshot. I don't know you. Don't just say, send me the link. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Jacinda says they moved Braves to Cobb to get away from blacks. Well, were the blacks going to the games? You know, it's all about the bag at the end of the day. I'll come back to this in a second. Okay, Jacinda. Okay, you did say it. Don't hold on. I'm a black woman from New Jersey, but I live in. I don't want to see where you live. You're right. Baseball is the game to play. In Georgia, they moved the Braves. Okay, from ATL to Cobb to cater to the wealthier whites. Okay. Notice at the Braves games, the most fans at the stadium are white, okay? Black families aren't invested in the game. They prefer the NBA. Shaking my head. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. You know, again, not that I'm, a know-it-all, but no salary cap. Hey, okay, Estelle Books tapping in. Good to see you there. Let me get you back on the screen. Do you want to call in? Send me an email. Let me know what you want to do, all right? In the meantime, let me go to, I don't know where Nat is. Let me try 443. And maybe he can't do it anymore. Hey, 443, good evening. Cocaine Bear in theaters now.
Yeah. I saw it. I didn't see the movie, but I saw advertisements where I thought it was a joke at first, but apparently it's real, so I'm not going to go see it. I'm just hearing things about it. I don't really care for it.
Okay. What's cracking, man?
Yeah, man. It's all good with that, man. But I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you guys brought this up yet, if anybody brought this up about the baseball thing. I don't know what happened to the Negro Leagues. And I kind of feel as if the Negro League stayed in place and turned into like a color league, it would have been African Americans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Cubans, have them play and be the stars in that league. Build that up. Imagine.
Hang on a second, sir. How old are you? You said you don't know what happened to the Negro Leagues? How old are you?
No, I would say I haven't done my research on it. I haven't researched it.
How old are you, sir? I just asked.
A few things.
Sir,
I'm 42.
42. Did you send it a donation?
No, sir. No,
I need
not
you.
tonight.
I need you to get the fuck off my line. Seriously.
All right, sister. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Fuck out of here. How does a 42-year-old nigga not know what happened to the Negro Leagues? Nigga, let me take a break and get some ice from my wine. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Matter of fact, let me take a sip first. Boy, ain't no way, boy. 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 That nigga in his 40s didn't know what happened to the Negro League. Sir, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. And how did Aaron not know Bo Jackson, one of the greatest to play with the Kansas City Royals? Shit. He keep talking about Satchel Paige. No, nigga, Bo knows. Fuck it. Hold on a second. 770. Good evening. 770.
Hi, Star. This is Jacinda.
Hey, what's up, lady? How are you?
Fine, and you? I just want to clarify something.
Please, come on.
It's not that white families or white people are better at baseball. It's that they invest.
I didn't say that. Hang on. I didn't say that.
No.
Aaron was alluding to that.
Oh, no, that was Aaron.
That was Aaron.
Yeah, that was Aaron.
That was Aaron.
I want to clarify that because I grew up in Bergen County where the white kids, their parents were invested.
Right, go ahead.
They were investing. They were investing in their kids. They were buying $200 bats back in 1999 or whatever when I was there. And they were sending their daughters to play softball with a private pitching coach for $1,000 summer camp.
Yeah.
So that's not true. It's about generational wealth. If we had generational wealth, we can invest in that sport. Okay? So I just want to clarify that. It has nothing to do with white people or superior athletes or anything like that. So I just want to clear that up, Aaron.
That's Aaron. You know, he claims he's FBA. I let him talk. I like to let people talk. I fall back if I don't know, you know. But he threw me for a loop when he didn't know Bo Jackson played with the Royals. I had to get him off the line. Fuck.
So this is my first time talking to you. I just wanted to say hi. I grew up listening to you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm now in Canton near you, so you're my neighbor. Okay. But I just wanted to say hello.
Well, now hang on a second. Are you married? What are you doing up there?
Yes, I'm married to a wonderful African.
Okay.
He don't like you though.
What? Nor should he.
Give the Africans a smoke.
Nor should he.
But yes.
But hang on a second. I found my ticket. I saw the Braves because you go see the Braves. Yes, that's what you said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I went to see the Braves play the Colorado Rockies September the 14th last year. There's my ticket right there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it, but there's my ticket right there.
Yes.
Had a great time. Took a black woman, and she enjoyed the game. And Diamond Infield is where we sat. Had a great goddamn time.
Yes. So, yes, I have season tickets to the Falcons, even though I'm not a Falcon fan. But I have stadium seat tickets to the Falcons, and I go see the Braves as well. So, yes, we like sports, too.
Okay.
But thank you. Nice talking to you.
And please tell your husband I said that I say what I mean, and I meant what I said. I've never met an African with good intentions. Tell him I said that, all right?
Okay, I will. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you. You got some nice people, but I've never met one with good intentions. Exotic F7 Savannah Kitten got your donation. Star, one day I want to sit next to you in just your favorite T-shirt with, okay. Are you married, young lady? Okay, I don't, do not with no married women, Are you in the Georgia area? Holler at me via email or something like that. Please don't do DMs via Instagram. I don't respond to DMs. But thank you for your donation, darling. You have supported this machine in the past. I appreciate you, okay? Guys, on the screen, www.estellebooks.com. one of my sponsors. Hang on a second. I keep everything close. Hold on. Bingo! There it is, okay? In my community section, check this book out, okay? This is a great coloring book for the kids and also for history's sake. For history, okay? I have a lot of books and different concert programs from tennis matches. I'm like one of those people who saves everything. This is a great collector's item for the family. So go to estellebooks.com. It's not just a coloring book. It has history. I'm looking at Al Green. It breaks down the genres. Oh, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, okay? Muddy Waters and a host of others. Ella Fitzgerald. Look at that. Genres, blues and jazz, okay? This is a great book for young people. Scott Joplin's in here. Janet Jackson and a host, even hip hop. Okay? Tell them I sent you, okay? All right. Benny Blanco got you donation. Star Bobby Bonilla gets paid $1.19 million every July the 1st from 2011 through 2035 when he will be 72 years old. Why didn't I play baseball? Why didn't I think I'm a baseball player? I mean, I'm doing good in life, don't get me wrong, but wow. Big Ike also says, oh yeah, baseball is fun to play, but again, boring to watch. People want to yell and go crazy, and you can't do it with baseball like the NBA, NFL, boxing, MMA. Okay? Big Ike taking a shot at John Blaze. Do you wake up with the grafted shaft in your... Okay, he's talking a little crazy. Okay, thank you, Big Ike. Thank you. Let's go to area code 631. Good evening. Cocaine Bear, the new smash hit in the movies.
I downloaded the movie, but I didn't watch it because I could do that. Fuck that bear. I don't want to get into the baseball shit.
Oh, let's go.
I'm from the Bronx.
Okay.
161 in River.
Let's go.
I'm a Yankee fan.
Let's go.
So I really do believe with the baseball thing, it should be more families involved as far as the sense of spending the time, having the kid go outside and do something, and trying to learn a new dance. How about just taking that time to going out to a field, which is close by, I'm pretty sure, a school field, high school field, middle school field. They got something there for you to go out with your kids and be a parent, be somebody responsible, an older figure, just to like really appreciate what life got to offer. And another thing too, if you black and you're looking for a job, put down you play baseball and see how fast you get that job. White people will love you more if you play baseball, or if you know about baseball, or if you fuck with
All right,
baseball.
now hang on a second. You're from the BX, you said, and you go to the games?
Absolutely, and it's rowdy. I want you to go to a Yankee parking lot.
So I've been to, hold on. I've been to multiple Yankee games. Multiple.
No, not you, but I'm talking about people in general not really understanding the culture behind it. You really got to be there to see it, and you see everything. Everybody's welcoming, everybody's warming, unless you got that Boston shit on. I don't know about that, but as far as going out there having a good time, that's what it's all about. You're going to see nothing but smiles. You might get robbed, but oh well, it's a part of the shit. It's all
slow down. No, so they're not doing all that around Yankee Stadium. Don't talk about people getting robbed. That doesn't happen there. There is so much money at that. Hang on. There is so much money put into that new Yankee Stadium, surrounding areas, even through Mulally Park. You talking to somebody who knows. They got all the ramps for the kids on the BMX bikes. Ain't nobody getting robbed, man. Stop that. That's that old New York shit. Stop it. Now, you brought up a good...
Well, I just want to make the story a little bit more intriguing.
Yeah, you're putting sauce on it. Don't cap. Hang on a second. Hang on. You brought up a good point about families going to the games. How does that get accomplished in today's world where families don't eat together? when people are if they're at the table together, people are on their phones. How do you get families to go to baseball games in 2023? Please.
In the act of devotion of discipline. If you be more disciplined in the sense of your time, knowing what you're using your time for, not only happiness will follow that, but just more enlightenment. You know what I mean? Just being more disciplined in the sense of saying, you know what, we're going to put the phone down, we're going to go outside and see what's going on, and we're going to do this together and cherish this together, because when you're here, it's all good, but when you're gone, it's another story. You know what I mean? And little time like that, other than trying to learn a new recipe or a new dance, compared to spending time.
Well, I'm going to jump in. Take your time, sir. Let's slow down. I'm going to take the time and say, no, that's not going to happen. Not when you have the mothers that are on the phones and the fathers. You got babies making babies. You are in a sanctuary city. So you've got people coming from other places, and we want people to come from other places. I'm not a bigot like that. And they're having babies at a rapid pace. A lot of them are babies having babies. So you got mama on the phone too. Listen, I see the mothers on the phone trying to get the shine with the kids. I just respectfully, I don't think that family thing. I mean, it's a great idea, but I don't think it's going to happen. But let you finish up. Go ahead.
I just want to say, just ended off just being like, spend time with your family.
Okay.
Spend time with ones you love. Appreciate what you got.
Thank you.
Baseball is a nation of that, and I just hope people just understand, just learn, and just love more. That's all.
Thank you, man. Salute. Thank you. Yes, sir. Okay.
All right.
Let me say this also about the Yankee Stadium area. Ain't nobody getting robbed around there. And he even admitted that was cap. Those police up in the Bronx run down on you so fast. I had a girlfriend lived up, I'll just say close to the Yankee Stadium, and on 2 occasions the cops pulled up on me. I was trying to get a parking spot, just looking for guns or look for whatever, running down on people. Those cops are really aggressive around Yankee Stadium. Guys, on the screen, www.blackbodyworks.com. That's one of my sponsors. Please check them out. Tell them I sent you. Okay. And hold on a sec. Let me just change a couple of showrunners here and make sure I'm promoting Steve the Dean Williams. Haven't spoke to Steve in a while. I want to get him lined up here to bring him in. Okay, Style Books. Devious J, as always. Clay, I got your donation. Remember the show you do. What? Okay, thank you. That's something that has nothing to do with the show. Okay. Roderick, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Blade says, salute to the white guy that got engaged to Tamar Braxton and took her ass off our hands. Never met her. She called into the Star and Buckwald show one time. We had a nice conversation. But what's up with her face? What's up with her face, man? Is she okay? Sheesh. Let me leave it alone. Thanks for the donation, Blade. Example, if you have... okay, I don't know who this is. Some just a random email. I don't know who you are, sir. Okay, and I just spoke to this young lady. Thank you so much. King Key got your donation. Star, I seen Cocaine Bear. Shit was trash, but funny. Yes, it was trash, and that's what makes it funny. It was total trash. It was so trash, I started laughing. Yo, why are you watching this shit? Troy, what's going on with you? Joel got your donation. Okay, Joel, can you resend it? I don't know what happened, man. The bonnets and the slides. Can you resend that, please? I'll look again, but I'm doing a lot right now, man. I'm going to zoom through my trash. Joel, I don't see Can you resend it, please, sir? Something about bonnets and slides. What the fuck? Big Aki got your other donation. Thank you so much. Let's go to area code 562. Good evening. Cocaine Bear in theaters right now. Are you up to speed? Cocaine Bear. 562.
No, I didn't see Cocaine Bear.
Okay, how can we help you?
Yeah, what's good? Started Zach Lee.
Sounds
The
like
GOAT is
Zach
in the
Lee.
building.
Where you been, man? How you been?
Oh, I just been chilling, just watching the show, my nigga.
Thank
Laid
you.
up,
What's
know?
cracking? What's cracking?
It's the Shadow Band Big Dog. Yeah, I just called in to chime in on that baseball shit, man. I was listening to these callers call in. I had to chime in on this.
Well, hang on a second, Zach Lee. Are you shadow banned because now you were doing a lot? I sent you an email and told you what not to do, and then you turned around and did it anyway. Are you shadow banned? How's your page doing?
Yeah, I'm shadow banned. They report my page. They got me shadow banned on a couple of channels. I was trying to tell you that last time, but you was just, just over talking me. So I just let you have that, my nigga. But I'm trying to tell you, they report my page and get me shadow banned. That's what they do. But I ain't tripping.
Well, no, hang on a second. I know you're not tripping, but I told you what not to say in the live chat, and you kept doing. Hang on. The game is different now. You are a guy from the earlier, my earlier internet journey. I appreciate what you brought to the table, but the game has changed. These algorithms are updated constantly. You keep putting in certain words, that algorithm locks in on you. It locked in on you. I had to go in and unblock you like 3 times, and then I told you what not to say, and then you turned right around within less than an hour and did it anyway. You did it to yourself.
All right, I hear you, my nigga.
All right,
I'm telling you what it is.
Okay. Baseball, man. The decline of black baseball players. Where do you want to chime in? Zach Lee.
Yeah, man. The decline of black baseball is really because they took the focus off of Little League baseball in the inner cities. And mostly the focus is on AAU basketball and Pop Warner football nationwide, 6 and under, all the way up until 14 and under. Now, you have these multi-sport athletes that will play baseball, but when it comes time for them to choose a college or go to the next level, they end up choosing that next sport. Just like Russell Wilson, he was drafted for baseball out of college.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, his dad played baseball.
Right. Yeah.
And remember, Darryl Strawberry's son, DJ Strawberry, he played basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the focus is more on other sports. It's not on baseball. Like I said, in the inner city, you don't have a lot of inner city Little League baseball teams. It's mostly a lot of football teams and a lot of basketball teams.
Yeah. I mean, if that's where, society is, I can accept that. I'm not on some crusade to get more black baseball players, in Major League Baseball. I was just curious because the numbers have really dwindled down, and it's like, I think less than 9% African-American men play Major League Baseball. That's staggering from back in somewhere in the 70s. It was like 21%, just, I don't know.
Right.
And then the desecration of the Negro League. They had their own league. It's sad. But go ahead and finish up, Zach Lee, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying, that's just what it is, man.
Okay.
They took the focus off of baseball.
Okay.
And they put it on other sports. So it now when I look at like the Little League World Series of baseball, you might only see like an all black team from Chicago, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Good to talk to you, Zach Lee. Thanks for staying on topic, man.
Yeah, salute, man, and I'm keeping my foot on these bums' necks.
Okay. Salute. Take care, Zach Lee. Okay. Good guy, Zach Lee. I don't have him blocked, but that goddamn algorithm locked in on him. I told him, yo, man, chill. You gotta find some new words. Anyway, Monster the Animal got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Hold on a second. I think I spoke to this young lady. Thank you so much for your donation. Drew who? Pops couldn't stand athletes saying, hi, Mom. I don't know who you are. Okay, is this Nat? Hold on a second. Nat, is that you? Nat.
I'm back.
Okay.
I am back in the line, Star, sending a couple of donations.
Well, hey, listen, man, you sent me an email. I just happened to click on this. There's no subject title. I just happened to click on it. Okay, but anyway, so you called early. Hang on, you called early in the show. I don't let people go at I don't let people go at other people. If you guys are on the line together, that's one thing. And you saw I said to left-handed, slow down, man. Nat's on the line. But now you want to respond because you said baseball was too expensive for parents to buy cleats and gloves and $600 bats. Correct?
That's absolutely correct. And that's the only reason I called back in because, you know what I'm saying, I supported left-handed when he was doing his videos with his mom jeans and his nasty look. I supported that. But when he wants to send a shout-out like, yo, bats don't cost $600, yo, I'm in this. Like, we do this. Like, he's out of line.
Okay.
And it's all love and respect. And I was, you know what I'm saying, I sent emails and all that, but I took notes. Let me make 2 points before I get out of here.
Go ahead.
I took some notes down.
Go ahead.
Anybody out there know the name of Chet Lemon and Lou Whitaker? Do they know the name of Tim Rock Raines? Do they know the name of Dave Winfield? Dontrell Willis. You can make fun of him all day long. These are black baseball players. Austin Jackson, Craig Monroe, Gates Brown. You know what I'm saying? These are guys. So ain't nobody going to sit here and say nothing about that. The black baseball can happen. It takes money. That's all I was saying. It takes. I know your phone blowing up. Probably somebody texting you. So let me get that.
No.
That's fine.
You take your time. But we've mentioned most of those names. We have. But the issue. Well, that's not an issue.
Ain't nobody say Chet Lemon. Ain't nobody say Chet Lemon or Lou Whitaker. Okay. I'm from Michigan.
Okay. But now they were questioning what you said about $600 for bats. Can you tell us where the bats cost $600? That sounded excessive to me. I said $600, but I let you speak. Go ahead.
So I didn't like it when my son told me this is what I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. I came and played when I was up. Like I said, I'm 40, about to be 46. The bats is different. That's what it is. That's my whole point. If you want to have your kids, and I'm going to tell you one name out there. Everybody listening right now. There's a kid, the last name is Harvey, and he's a high school kid, a senior coming out of Arizona. He's going to be the next great baseball savior, and that's a fact.
Okay.
But it takes money. That's the only thing I was saying. That's all I was saying. And yes, left-handed, bats do cost $600 because when you go to a tournament with a team, if your kid don't have that cork spike bat, guess what? The results won't be the same.
Okay.
You got to keep up.
No, stay with me. I'm on Amazon right now. I see bats for $499, $453. I see some expensive bats.
Are they used?
I'm not even sure. Aluminum baseball bat. There's a bunch of different kinds.
Go to babe. What's the name? You know what I'm saying? Go to Just Bats. Go to justbats.com.
Okay.
You see it. You know what I'm saying? It's out of line. But I'm saying, if you don't, if you're lucky enough to provide your kid with that, it's just like sneakers. My kid didn't play basketball, but if you got a kid to play basketball and go into the tournaments and the AAU tournaments, you best believe you're gonna have him in the best sneaks, right?
Got you. Okay.
The best arm sleeves and all that. That's the only thing I'm saying. But for left-handed, like I said, I watch his videos with his mom jeans and looking crazy. But for him to come at me like that, I'm coming back, bro.
Okay.
And let me say one more name before I leave.
Go ahead.
Everybody out there right now, remember the name Chet Lemon and remember Lou Whitaker.
Right.
And freaking shame that Lou Whitaker is not in the Baseball Hall of Fame right now. The greatest second baseman of all time.
I know those names.
3-1-3 call in.
I know those names, but the younger generation, do you think that I hate to even say this, do you think that they care? Because, again, they're so focused on basketball, the fly jigginess that goes with it. Maybe basketball does more promotion on Instagram and other platforms, and that's what has gotten into the minds of the young black males. What do you think? And females.
For those that let it, you know what I'm saying? For those that let it, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But baseball is pure in the fact that it is I would take my son to the games, and we old school star. We would get the scorebook and write the scores down, the strikeouts, how you got out. Was it a pop out? Was it a fly out? Was it a ground out?
Yeah.
You have them moments with your children, and you teach them that.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball teaches you how to lose. The greatest motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame struck out 7 out of 10 times. They batted 300.
Okay.
Baseball teaches young and girls too, softball players or whatever like that. It teaches you how to lose and get your head still up and keep moving.
You've made some great points. I'm glad you called back, man. And just for future reference, I don't let callers go after other callers, man. He had some points. You have responded. I hope that settles it, man. But I appreciate your support, man, as always. Salute, Nat.
All love. Salute to the machine. Peace.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Salute. Okay. And we're going to end it on that note. He called back and, said his piece. Hey, thank you guys for your time this evening, your support. Going to shut the show down. I got to get up in the morning, hit the gym. I'm back on that cycle, the pharmacist, I think that's it. But check out Cocaine Bear. Okay. That movie is so stupid. It's just stupid. I paused it 3 times. I had to go do something. I said, I can't believe I'm watching this dumb shit. And I finished watching it. Anyway, it's based on a true story. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If I missed any donations, I will get to them Sunday. I'm not sure about doing a show tomorrow. Let me get Black Body Works on the screen here. One of my sponsors, they have returned. Hold on a second. And then I got the banner reel coming up. Folks, if your banner is in the banner reel and your promotion has expired, please reach out fast because we're changing that banner reel tomorrow, Sunday at the latest, all right? Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night.
I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Relax your mind and let it unwind. No time for fights. Just open your eyes to see the light. Don't hesitate now. There's too much in front of you to take a hit now. Prepare for the worst, but prepare for the best. Cause only your mind holds the curse that you partner with it. I ain't tryna stop you from the love that guides you. I just wanna be the one to try you, mold you, make sure that you're on a good road. Little did you know I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. I can get fly, 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 fly. Ooh. got to get high. Got this green for the get by. Don't hold back on this new fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly. I can get fly, fly. Fly, fly. Got a pack in the back and a seat on my left. What you wanna do, baby? You the best. Coming from the east, not the west. Southside got it written on my chest. And you know this is real love. I just wanna be the one to guide you, mold you, make sure that you're on the right road. Little did you know, I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. I can get fly, fly, fly. Fly,
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more.
Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Make it up. When we make it up, make it up, make it up. Break it up, then we make it up, then we.
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl. I'm back up in the street, so I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more.
What's the problem? What's the issue? Everything I said has been true. Love you, then he ditched you.